bell. Now, Wall Street protesters are preparing for their largest march yet, scheduled to take place tomorrow. Demonstrators have been all across this country speaking out in cities like Los Angeles, Boston, and Chicago. Now the movement is getting major support from big labor groups. NBC's Mara Schiavocampo is live for us in Lower Manhattan, where the protests started more than 2 weeks ago. Set the tone, Mara, because obviously I am curious for so many reasons as to what's going to happen there tomorrow, especially when you get maybe thousands more people from the unions there.
Well, Tamron, you might be able to see behind me there are some people with green shirts. They are from a municipal workers union, and you are seeing a lot of union workers that have come out here today just to kind of join the crowd in solidarity. But the official event, as you said, is taking place tomorrow. Today is a pretty slow day. Volunteers rather have told us that it is a planning day for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow they are expecting a rally here. They're hoping for thousands of people that will then join them in a march. And one of the reasons that they're expecting so many people is because now, as you've said, they have the support of big labor unions, including transit workers and the United Federation of Teachers. Today, there were several workers from Verizon who came out with banners to march and to stand with them here today. In fact, yesterday, city bus drivers sued the NYPD for making them pick up detained protesters over the weekend. You'll remember about 700 protesters were arrested trying to cross the Brooklyn Bridge, and the NYPD employed city bus workers to come and take those groups away. And the transit workers said, we don't want to be used that way because we support these protesters. Now, we've seen the protests grow, not just here in New York, and it is expected to be a big event here in New York tomorrow, but we've seen them grow all over the country, from large cities like Los Angeles to Chicago to very small cities. And now the word is spreading all the way from Japan to Australia. So, Tamron, it certainly seems that this movement is gaining visibility and steam.
It has. And Mara, what about security issues? Here you have 700 people arrested over the weekend. We know of that violent clash where protesters caught police on tape, they say using excessive force. What is that area going to look like tomorrow with 15,000 protesters and I don't know how many police on the scene?
It's difficult to say because today the police presence has been relatively minimal. You see a couple of officers walking around, but there are people, playing drums and dancing and eating. The vibe is very, very calm. Yesterday, the NYPD confirms that they arrested about 5 people. I think the charge was loitering or something of that sort. And so there have not been big security concerns as of yet, but certainly tomorrow, with more people involved, there will be more of a focus on safety and security.
Mara Schiavocampo live for us in Lower Manhattan. Thank you, Mara. And by the way, tomorrow I will be anchoring News Nation live from the Occupy Wall Street protest in New York City. Ezra Klein will join me also from the scene live, and a number of other guests we have lined up. So we will be live on the scene to see how this will play out now that the unions say they will get involved with these protests. And coming up,